Hi guys, so I'm back with another video, and in this one I am going to be doing well, a kind of unboxing as best I can do, because one-handed and stuff. And but basically what this is a TP-Link mesh a Wi-Fi system. I'm on Virgin. I don't know if it's coming out. The Virgin hub there, and it's a nightmare. It's okay in this room, and everything in this room here is sort of plugged in, like the PS5 and the telly and everything is connected to the router through Ethernet. Now Wi-Fi in here is good. The room next door, I have my other PlayStation, so my son plays PS5 in here and I play in the other room, and we play, you know, games together like FC25 and stuff. And yeah, basically it's a bit of a nightmare because my internet is just in another room next door to this. The Wi-Fi drops constantly. In about 2 hours of playing, it can drop out. Like, if I just leave it on the home screen, for instance, on the PlayStation 5, it can disconnect. It can say Wi-Fi disconnected for 3-4 seconds and come back. And when I'm playing FC25, you get that annoying thing at the top that's like shows that it's not connected and stuff, and then it reconnects within a couple of seconds or whatever. So and upstairs it's hit and miss. Sometimes it's okay, and it's the same sort of thing up there. My daughter's room's the worst for it. One of her laptops just doesn't work at all up there. Her other laptop, her newer one, is better, but it's not perfect. And instead of getting over 300 megabytes speed up there, you get around about 100. But like I say, it disconnects quite often. So I'm hoping that this will help. And this is a pack of 3. And I've got another one here because you can add on more. So this is like a 4th one of the same thing, but it's just one of its own. So what I'm going to do is one of them's going to be here. And I think the way it works is one has to be connected and become the router. Then the others connect, like they connect to each other basically. And that will form the system. So instead of one half decent kind of one, there should be 4. And these mesh system, so these should already be better than that anyway. And even if it's not better than that, because there's 4 of them, it should instantly be better in every room than that one trying to do the whole house, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to open it up and hopefully connect it all up. I've had the plug ones before that just go straight into the plug sockets. I've got a review on here from 10 years or so ago of the plug one, and that's okay. That was okay, but that was in my old house and it never really worked good in here at all. And then I got a different one of that, and it wasn't a TP-Link one. It was, I can't remember which brand, but it's still kind of connected upstairs, and I switch it on here and there just for if desperately need the internet. But the thing is it only seems to get about 20 megabytes, but it's a constant 20 megabytes. It doesn't disconnect, reconnect and that. But it's okay for certain things, but a lot of things it's not great for. And when you're like downloading, uploading or anything like that, it takes forever. So yeah, so basically let's just let's kind of do this, and then we'll see how it goes and how it improves and stuff as we go. So I've opened up the single one first, and inside you get a little Ethernet cable, tiny one. Not really going to be useful for too much, but I think because I can connect it to the original one, so I'd put it next to it. So this would be what I would use, and so I don't have a long lead anyway then. But yeah, a little instruction book which is about 1 million pages in there, but maybe it's got every single language that's ever existed. That's why. A power adapter with just the round socket things, and then the main thing, the main event, what you've all been waiting for. The big thing. It's got the TP-Link thing on there. It's got all the sort of, I don't know, almost looks like RoboCop, the CP thing logo. It's got the Ethernet ports on the back, so you use one to connect it to the old internet or whatever, and then, or if it's one of the extra ones in another room, you've got 3 ports then to connect devices to this. So you could have this next to, I could have this next to my PS5 in the other room and have the Ethernet cable go in there, and it maybe connect a little bit better than it would connecting through the Wi-Fi to this. But bear in mind, this would communicate with the one in another room, so there's a wireless signal between them, but it just means that maybe it's not so much work. It's got to go wireless to this, then wireless to something else. It's wireless to this, and then that's the way I see it. So it's got to be obviously a little bit better, but I think the ports on them are supposed to be 1 gigabyte or something. Yeah, so the port's 1 gigabyte each or whatever, and then you can connect up to 100 devices, blah blah blah. And I think it was something like up to 600 megabytes Wi-Fi with the 2.4 gigahertz. Yep, and then 1.3, like 1,300 megabytes for the 5 gigahertz thing. So basically, this should already, just this on its own, should be enough for in here. But because I was worried, what I want to do is I want to put one here, because it has to be here, one in the room next door, and then I've got 2 for upstairs then. And what I'm going to do is put one in my daughter's room and one in my son's room, and then my room is in between the 2 rooms in the middle. So hopefully, you know, it's a sandwich. And yeah, scissor. Yeah, anyway, so I was just thinking as well, I didn't really think about it too much, but why does the 3-pack come in such a nice lovely box, and then the 1-pack's just in this cardboard box with a sticky label sort of on it saying what it is? It's almost like they split the pack and did three of these kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Box is a box. I'll bin that anyway. I'll probably keep this one just for info and if there's any issues or whatever. Obviously, what I'll do is I got this off of Amazon as well, and I'll put a link in the description as well for which one this is, because there's quite a few different ones. And to be honest, for a couple of days, I was having a look through them. And so this is the AC1900 Deco S7 3-pack plus a 1-pack of the S7 as well. And the only thing that I could really see difference was the range on them would a little bit different. So the one below this, I think, was like a 1300, and it had 4,000 something square feet. And the I don't know, I looked at so many. There was one that had like 300 megabytes speed for the 2.4 channel, and a 800 or something for the 5. So I thought this one, because it had the larger range and the higher mini amps, even though I'm on 300 and I think 350 or something, that might change, you know. Next year I might change it to the 1 gig one. I was thinking about it anyway, so I might possibly change it, so then I'd need a higher one to benefit from it if this works good. So yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna be just the same as what it was there, just the packaging is different. So you've got, each one's got its own plug inside, and one, what the hell is that? Is that an Ethernet cable? It's an ugly Ethernet cable. Yeah, it's an Ethernet cable. I thought it was a bloody phone cable or something for a second. Oop. So yeah, so you get one lead in there, another fat instruction book. Not quite as fat as the other one. The other one was fatter. Don't know if you can see that. More languages in the other one, I guess. And then some little piece of paper thing. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'll start to connect it up. I need to download an app as well. So you need to get that app there. So I'll do that now, and then we'll check it out. Okay, so we're back. So I've downloaded the app. I had to set up a TP-Link account, and it needed to send me a verification email to open and click on to finalize the account. And I waited for 5 minutes and I didn't get the email. I did the resend and waited another 3 or 4 minutes, and then it finally came through. So verified it, and now I've got to this point. So just bear that in mind. I don't know if maybe I just got unlucky today and it's just slow today or what, but usually these kind of things, when it says going to send you an email, it's usually within 30 seconds or something and it's there. So yeah, so just maybe bear that in mind, that it does take a little bit of time, maybe up to 10 minutes for it to come through. Okay, so let's begin. So what model have we got? It's the S. Was it S? Oh Jesus, I've forgotten what it is now. The S7 AC900. Where is that? See the AC12. Maybe it's that one, the S19. I don't see it otherwise. Or S4, S7, maybe it's that. Okay, find these in your Deco packaging. You only need one for now. More can be set. More can be set up later. Okay, so I've got that. While I was waiting, I basically plugged in all of the bits and pieces off of the, so it's all ready to go. Just need to be plugged into whatever. So power off your modem. Okay, so let's power off the modem. Okay, so that's off. Plug in your devices. Okay, so connect your modem's LAN port to an Ethernet port on the Deco and power them both on. Okay, so let's do this. Wait. I was going to show it. I was just thinking if to just stop the video and do me plugging it all in, but there's no point because you can see the picture on there and all I'm doing is doing the exact same thing. So I'm just next to it, just plugging it in. I'll show it after, once it's in and hopefully working. Okay, so I plugged it in. Oh, and maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. And let's plug this into, I need to put it in the top port, really. If I can, put it into the top one. Why didn't it snap the other one? Or have I snapped the lead somehow? Oh crap. Okay, hold on. It's flashing now. Okay, so they're all in, and then power them both on. So should have powered them both on at the same time, but but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Or hopefully it doesn't matter. If not, I'll just restart it again. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if they need to. Well, it's gonna have to stay close. I'll show it in a minute. I'll have to put it kind of close because the lead is literally not even half a meter. Okay, so now they're both connect your modem's LAN port to an Ethernet port, both on. Okay, check your modem. Wait for about 2 minutes for your modem to start up. When the modem is ready, the internet LED on your modem will usually light up and become stable. Okay, so I'll pause it here and then we'll come back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's been a few minutes now and it looks like the modem's all ready and stuff now. The lights stop flashing and stuff. Wait until Deco's LED pulses blue. Okay, it was already going yellow while we was waiting. It's now pulsing blue on the top. Okay, so looking for Deco. Allow Deco to access your location. Allow. While using this app. Okay, so it's looking for the Deco. If there is a QR code on your Deco's product label, scan the QR code to set up faster. We couldn't find your Deco. Please do the following. Make sure this Deco is ready for setup. Yeah, but it's pulsing blue. Move your phone tablet close to this Deco and right next to it. Turn off your VPN, done that. There's no VPN. Make sure your Deco has been upgraded to the latest version, then set up again. I don't, this all just out of the box. Let's do manually. So go to connect. So what do we do? Actually, hold on. No, what we'll do is we'll try again first because I don't want to mess about with this too much. Where is it gone? I think I closed it. Okay, I'm gonna start it again. This. Okay, so I've reopened the app, and what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna go into this bit here where it says search for Deco model. I'm gonna tap on the logo thing, and then I'm gonna open the camera and scan it basically, just to show that is flashing on the top. It's flashing blue. Let's see, there's no QR code at the bottom, so that helps. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Connect. Maybe we just needed to restart the app and stuff, so I don't know. Where have you placed this living room? We need some information about your internet connection. If you are unsure, contact your internet service provider. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go next. Creating your Wi-Fi network. Now I don't know if this just disconnects everything from the hub 3, Virgin Hub 3 thing, and just does it through there, but I've read some bits that says that it doesn't always do it automatically. You sometimes have to log into the actual modem itself and then switch Wi-Fi and stuff off of it so that it's only on this one. Otherwise you get a really bad connection. So we'll see. Save your Wi-Fi network to your phone. Save Wi-Fi networks to your phone for quicker access. Save this network. Save. Okay, so now it's testing. Deco is now online. Your Deco network is now up. Your Deco is ready to use. Please connect all devices to the Deco network for better connections. And then we can add more. So I'll pause it there for a sec, and then we'll add the other devices. Okay, so before I go on to connecting other ones, what I've done is I've logged into my Virgin Hub 3 modem router thing, and it was enabled into router mode, so then it's Wi-Fi and Ethernet. I'm switching it to enable modem mode, so modem mode disables Wi-Fi, so you can connect your own one. And that's where apparently it's much better, because I just did a speed test anyway, and I think it was connected to, I had two different on your lefts on there. So one's my Virgin and one's the Deco is setting up. So I'm sure I'd already connected to the Deco one, and my internet speed sitting next to it is perfect. It's like 376 megabytes, and up speed was like 39 or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do enable modem mode. Let it do its thing here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it with just the Deco on only, and then we'll see what happens. Basically, I've done that and saved it, and now the router is basically restarting itself. The Virgin Hub one anyway. But the one that's still here that is connected to, if I click on the settings and manage router, it takes me to the TP link. So that was the correct one. That is the correct router and everything that was already connected to anyway. But now I'm just waiting for it all to basically switch back on, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm on the speed test thing right now, but I think because it's all still starting up, the router is taking a bit of time, so it might not be optimal right now. But this is basically with the router into just the Hub 3 just into like a modem, so things can be plugged into it only. And test it again. There you go. Now it's going higher. It's a bit all over the place. It's going up and down because I think it's still kind of trying to start up the Hub 3. Because it said it would take about 5 minutes, and I've only really kind of given it like a couple of minutes so far. But yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll come back to it. Okay, let's try it again. It's been a couple more minutes now. It's about half of where it should be. The upload speed was around about 40 before, and the download was about 370 something. So it's about half. There, and about 10 less in the upload. So we'll have to we'll have to have a little look around and see what else maybe is not on or off. But we'll see. I'll come back and then we'll probably connect the others up. So I'm just currently in the app and I'm just downloading newest firmware versions and stuff, because it was on a 1.4.1 and that's 1.4.5, so it's been a few firmware updates or whatever since the one that was already on it. So we'll see if that also improves the connection and stuff. I've switched it all off and switched it all back on again, like with a bit of time. So I'll try it again in a sec. Okay, so I just done another speed test and I'm back up to where I roughly was with the 373, roughly was 376 before, but the upload speed is pretty much half because it was at 38 before. I'm going to do another one in real time. I mean, at least the download speed is back to kind of where it was meant to be. It's more the upload speed that I'm a bit worried about now, because it's now less than half it's showing. But I don't know if it's still kind of sorting itself out and stuff. So we did some firmware updates and bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect all the other ones up and then we'll see what happens. So I'll just show you how I've got it connected now. So it's connected like that, straight into the back. It has like a white light on the top, and it was pulsating blue before once it was when it was ready to find, and a yellowy color when it was setting up, or when you switch it off and then you restart it. So I'm gonna try and keep it away from each other as best I can, but the lead is very short on this one. So I might have to use the other lead. I'm not sure yet. But yeah. So basically this is the room next door. So it's only got to go through here and it's round the corner there. So just there. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't really forget the mess for now, because I've got to sort this out. I'm getting a new unit in the next couple of days and a new telly going in here that will take up a lot more space, and this is where I do my videos, my gaming videos and stuff. But yeah, at the moment is a lot of crap laying around and stuff I need to sort out and that. So basically I'm probably not going to put it here. I don't know. I might put it on the floor on the unit, because the unit's kind of nice looking, with a couple of little shelves on it, little metal thing. So I may put it on one of the shelves or the bottom. But for now, I'm going to put this one up here. And in theory, really, this is like 2 meters away. So as long as this can get nearly 100% from the other one, I should be getting at least 90% of that, and so I should get like really good connection in here. So I don't know, we'll see. So let me switch it on and I'll show you. So it's flashing like a yellowy color on there. You can probably see it in the reflection of the plastic better than shining downwards. So that's like it's waiting to be basically paired up or whatever, or it's starting up or whatever, and in a few seconds or so it should start to pulsate like a blue color, which means then it's ready to connect to the sort of series of them. So hopefully I won't have any problems with this one and it will connect really quickly. There you go. See, now it's flashing blue. So basically I'm going to come out of this and go back into my app, and I'll carry on the video from there. And then what I'll do is I won't show any more of this now, because you you don't need to see exactly where I'm putting it. You can see how it sets up and stuff. And if it can't find it or through the automatic thing, then you can do it manually through here. You sort of scan it with the camera on your phone or whatever, and then it finds it. So either way, it will find it. So yeah, I'll probably do the rest of the video now through the app. Okay, so we're back on the Deco app. And so basically I want to go to add another Deco. Find a suitable spot, select the layout that looks like your home. Will tell you where to place. Select the layout. Okay, 2 floors, yeah. 3 floors, no. If I was in the loft, so two floors. Place out in the open space. Yeah. So basically, where I've got it is kind of okay, but not perfect. So I need to basically move some of this stuff what I had on the shelf there to make it a bit more open and clearer. Tuck the lead in a little bit more so my cat doesn't get it. He may try and pull that lead anyway, I don't know. It's kind of tucked a bit as best I can, but I'm probably going to move this anyway. This is just for the next couple of days, and then once I get the new unit and stuff, I'll do it. So right, away from large electrical appliances. Yep, it's away from that. So see, so really, to be honest, like that, where I've got it right next to my TV in there, it's not ideal there. But the lead is not long enough, otherwise I would move it somewhere else. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Plug in your Deco and wait for the blue light. Yep, it's pulsating already, so hopefully it will find it nice and easily. Now found it. Okay, so add. So what do we want this to be? Should we call it the office? It's it's a dining room stroke. My wife uses it to do her work from when she's doing stuff from home, and then obviously I do my videos and stuff in here, and I play my games on my PlayStation that's in here and stuff. So I'm gonna call it the office. That's fine, whatever. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll test once it's done. So it says it's added. So I'm now in the kitchen, which is next to there. And that is more like the speed that I was having before. It's like 376, 38. But I only tested it once before I started all this. So, you know, and it fluctuates. It's going to be a little bit of fluctuation, like 20 or so either side of the download, and maybe 5 or so on the upload. So let me try it again, but where my PlayStation is. So I'm back in the office. So that's roughly about the same, maybe slightly higher with the download, roughly about the same with the upload. So I'm happy with that, you know, like hopefully now it should be all good. So I'm gonna go plug the other 2 in upstairs, and what I'll do is I'll do a test up there before, but bear in mind it might show up that I've got fast speed and stuff like that upstairs without it being plugged in. But obviously it might be because of the new thingies now, but bear in mind that I've done speed tests before upstairs, and it shows as being like close to 300 megabytes download, and the internet just sucks up there, you know, like I can't even browse like the internet up there, let alone watch videos. And that's on like certain days, and then other days I get good days where things work perfect, and then other days it's hit and miss. It's like watch a video or something and it works good for a while, then all of a sudden it cuts out for a couple of seconds and says I've lost connection to the internet, then it comes back, and then yeah, so I'll pause it there. I'll go back upstairs, I'll plug the other two in and we'll give it a test. Okay, so I'm upstairs. So hallway test. This is without anything being plugged in, by the way. This is nothing plugged in. So this is the hallway. See how it was dropping there, and usually it's okay, kind of okay in the hallway. I don't really have a problem there. And now I'll go into my daughter's room, and this is a bit hit and miss in here with just how bad it can be, because where her desk is, that's where she'll use her laptops, and sometimes it's okay there, but her bed behind it, it's not. So I'll do it next to basically her desk. But bear in mind, we've got these new TP links now installed. So one is underneath us here in the office. So her room is above the office room. So I might be getting a good connection from that now. But before, the last time I tested in this exact spot, about 4 days ago, it was 211 and 20 something up. So let me go into my son's room. Now in here it can be pretty much okay about 90% of the time and pretty fast, depending on things like the doors and stuff being open, closed, you know, weather and things outside, other things like exact positioning in this room. But yeah, this is good anyway. So I'll go in my room and I'll go about here somewhere. What I'll do is I might test it in the garden as well, because at one point I had a hub, I think it was the one before the hub 3, and I could go and sit in the garden and sit near enough at the back of the garden and I would get 1 to 2 bars. Now if I go in the garden, literally just outside, I get outside the door and it's down to 3, sometimes 2. I walk about 3-4 steps into the garden and it's down to 1 bar, and it's usually gone by the time I'm about halfway. So yeah, that's in here. So basically what I'm going to do anyway is I'm gonna plug these in. I'm gonna plug one, I'll pause it, I'll plug them in, and then we'll probably go in the garden or something. Okay, so they're all set up, and basically I kind of went back into the app and it said that they were the 3 others that I've set up since the original one needed a firmware update. So it took a couple of attempts, because the first one it failed after a minute or so and come up failed, and then I did it again. So yeah, you just have to, I guess, persevere with it a bit. But yeah, so now that's all there. Oh, it didn't even install it on the main one. Okay, so I downloaded the update on the main one, the first one, but for whatever reason, either I didn't install it or it didn't want to install. So yeah, so basically after this, they should all be all up and running. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the garden and let's see if I can get Wi-Fi right at the back of the garden. Now, I'm not really too fussed if I can't. I mean, it'll be great if I can, because it'll be like a bonus in the summer. But the main thing is making sure that the whole house, like anywhere I go inside this house, I can get internet. If I want to go to the toilet, I get internet. If I want to, I don't know, sit in the hallway, I want internet. So, you know, just everywhere to be able to finish. So I think that's all done now. I don't know what's going on. I think it's still doing some updates or whatever. So I'll give it a minute and then we'll come back. Okay, so I don't know, that was like the third or so time of doing that, and now it's saying that it's all up to date now. So that's all four rooms now. So let's come out. Why is it still showing? I don't know why it's still showing that. Well, we'll check that out in a sec. Okay, so that's the 4. Internet coming into the living room, going out to the rooms, kind of around there. Everything looks good apparently. It's not needing to do anything, I guess, right now because of the there's nothing connected and stuff. So the office one, the signal is good for me here. I'm in the kitchen. So let me go outside and let's just have a look. I don't know if that's the signal between them or if that's the signal. Let's have a look. Let me go to the back of my garden. Technology's great when it works, you know. So it still shows 2 bars with Aaron's and Haley's room. But I'm thinking that is maybe the connection between the 4. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm connected to the office one. So it shows you which one you're connected to, because the office one would be the closest one to where I am right now. And it says the signal is strong. So let me pause it, I'll do a speed test and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's have a look. So what's that, nearly 200. And the up speed is 36. I'll test it one more time. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna expect to get like 300. I'm like, you know, 15 meters away from my back window, roughly. Yeah, about 15 meters away from the house at this point. And then it's got the wall to go through as well, even if it is just right there kind of thing on the other side of the wall, but it's still got, like, you know, quite a way to go. So I mean, the upload speed is the same, the download speed is the let me try it one more time from about roughly from the halfway point. This is kind of where I'd roughly be when I'm in the garden in the summer doing stuff like, you know, chilling or whatever. So that's fine to me, like, you know, I can, as long as it stays connected and it doesn't keep dropping it out and stuff. I'll have to do like further sort of testing, like, you know, on FC25 or something at some point in the next couple of days, just to see if it keeps dropping on online matches and stuff, because it was pretty much every match I would get at least 1 or 2 seconds where the red bars would appear at the top. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else to add really. I think that's it. You know, that's the kind of review. I mean, the setup and stuff took a while, an hour or so, but you know, a lot of that's waiting around for things to reload and stuff like that, and things failing and then restarting. So if I took that out of it, that's probably about 20 minutes of the time. So I would say it would probably take, if everything worked straight away and you can kind of follow what I've kind of done here, and it's not too difficult and don't get too many problems, you could easily do this probably within 30 to 45 minutes. like the whole setup, you know. Because once you get going, once you got the first one and everything set up there, and then adding them, I had no problem adding them. The only problem was the first one, doing it, but that one took a couple attempts, and then downloading things like the updates and stuff took a while. Waiting around nearly 10 minutes for my code to come through, or the activation email. That was like 8, 9, 10 minutes roughly, that whole process there. So you take all this kind of minutes and minutes away, and yeah, I reckon you could easily set all this up 45 minutes roughly. So, and it wasn't that stressful. Just you know, just need to have a bit of time, bit of peace, no one around bothering you. And like I say, I'll do a bit more detailed tests over the next couple of days in the rooms where I know it's not always great, and we'll see how it works there. But so far, I would definitely recommend it. It wasn't that expensive. I'll put all the links in the description. It was, I think, just over £100 for the set of 3, and then another £50 roughly for the extra unit. And by the looks of it, I probably didn't need to get the fourth one, but I got it because I just thought, like, you know, I don't want to be, you know, have like one little area in between 2 places where it doesn't work very well. So, you know, I wanted 2 downstairs, 2 upstairs. But yeah, I mean, it's well worth it. I mean, you can get these mesh systems, like when the Virgin people came the first time to sort out my internet when I was having issues, and I said, like, I can't get it hardly anything upstairs. He's like, you need a mesh system. And I was like, how much is that going to cost? And he said, a good one cost you, and this was a few years ago, he's like, a good one could cost you up to about £1,000. He said, like, you probably wouldn't need that for here because it's not that bad, but you're still looking at like £400 or £500 at the time. And I was like, no way I'm spending that on that, you know. I'll just use everything downstairs, sod it. But to be honest, like, if you can afford like between 100 and 200, then I would get this. And you know, all being good, if it works how it looks like it's going to end up working, then I think it might end up being money well spent, because then you can, like, now my son's PlayStation's down here. He wanted to have it upstairs eventually, and I'm still not 100% sure I want him to do that, but now if I do decide that he could have it upstairs, I don't have to worry about the internet sucking up there, and he's going to moan that compared to down here it was so much better. It still might not be as good as down here, but it should be better for online gaming upstairs. So we'll have to test it out over time, but I think it's going to be all right, you know. I think it's going to work out pretty good. So I'll leave it there, guys, and like I say, check out the description for links and stuff, blah blah, and I'll see you in the next one.